Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
End SARS aftermath. Check out what Sanwo-Olu said in a meeting yesterday that got people's reaction. It's Sanwo-Olu again, the executive governor of Lagos State, a man whom his state was shaken to her knees. But guess what? They say when you squeeze an orange, you will get the juice. It shows truly the kind of person he is. After what happened and the back of lies and denial, he's one person himself and minister for housing. I respect them so much, Fashola, but with their recent reaction has rather showed that they are not a force, that they are the same set of Nigerian leaders that we have. And of course, true to their word, they say politicians are liars. That was what we saw. Now, the aftermath of NSAS, they were in a meeting, and what Sanwo-Olu said was quite shocking and got people thinking. We're going to get straight into the details so you can get all the details. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe if this is your first time. We truly, really appreciate you. God bless you. Let's get on. It is over a while now, the peaceful end SARS protest that took another turn after the protesters at the Lekki toll gate 20th of October were shot at by Nigerian army. After the attack, series of stories and denials have occurred. At first, Nigerian army said that they never left the barrack. In fact, they never got there. Therefore, thereafter, General Taiwo later confirmed that the men of the army were present at the Lekki toll gate that night. He later denied that there was no massacre. In fact, he said they shot blank bullets. But recently, we have seen again, the same story has kept changing. Left, right, and center, different stories all the time with regards to what really happened that night. The Lekki toll gate shooting has still unanswered questions, a lot of unanswered questions. It was in the midst of that CNN shared the investigative video that they have carried on. And we saw the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, raising allegations that CNN has gotten their journalism wrong, that they got evidences from quarters unknown and unverified. However, he has not still produced his own form of evidence to counter what CNN has said. He went further, CNN has gone further and even produced another video. Still, Minister for Information Lai Mohammed has come out again to counter the video, saying CNN has nothing to prove. Yesterday, the stakeholders, with regards to what has happened, met in a meeting to discuss the aftermath and what is going on currently with regards to the United Kingdom instilling sanctions that will be implemented on Nigeria as a country, especially leaders and those who engaged in activities during the NSAS that must have jeopardized human life. Sanwo-Olu said he had nothing to do with it. He did not even know that the army were coming. He still stands by that position. Why the army clearly stated that they were invited by Sanwo-Olu, that they would never have left their barrack. Sanwo-Olu, however, argued that he has no jurisdiction to be able to direct Nigerian armies on what to do, that he never invited them. The question still remains: who really asked the Nigerian army to come? And on coming, who also gave the order for them to shoot at young men and women of our society, leaders of tomorrow? Sanwo-Olu says he stands on the position to say that he has nothing to do with what happened that night. As a governor, he noticed that there was rancor in the state and instituted curfew, and that was all. And the curfew was later extended to 9 p.m. And when what happened that night, he went ahead to visit those in hospital with gunshot wounds. If you say you went to visit those in the hospital with gunshot wounds, which we later saw that night, how come Nigerian army are still saying that there was no gun being brought there? Anyway, they've accepted, so let's not flog a dead horse. They've actually accepted. They've come back to say that indeed they were there with live ammunitions here and there, that blah, blah, blah. So the matter still remains, my people. Who now said That I mean, it's okay that they came there, yes, to scare the people away for them to go home, that there was curfew, yes. Who said shoot? If they are stubborn, shoot them. Who gave that directives? Who did? And who is covering who? Because CNN has come out with two different videos, and they still state categorically that they stand by their position on what they have declared with regards to NSAS. Nigerian government, however, has not been able to counter that, despite all being said. Despite the denial, the continuous denial that they have nothing to do with what happened. Still, they've not been able to say exactly what happened. The judiciary panel is still going on, explaining and explaining, having, information, trying to gather facts of what really happened that night. However, we've not still been able to get to the bottom of what really happened that night. Nigerians, this is happening. It's really happening. And it is amazing that our government lies. Yes, from all indication, it's clear that our government lies, and they are proud of the lies. Very proud. You see, they are very proud of the lies. You see, and in fact, we're going to be seeing in a few days what is really going on in this country and why they choose to lie. Because as we speak, the United Kingdom have already instilled sanctions, but said they will not let it out of the bag yet. Nigerian government still stands on the fact that they have nothing to do with what happened. Everybody is just lying left, right, and center. But the truth is, one thing with truth, it cannot be covered for too long. You will try to cover it, but guess what? Eventually, it will keep popping up. That's the annoying thing about truth. It will be popping up. You try to ignore it, you try to deny it, it will ever be there, and eventually it will come out. What happened that night at Lekki, whether Sanwo-Olu decides to lie, whether whoever decides to lie, eventually we will get to the bottom of what really happened at Lekki toll gate that night. We will get to the bottom of it. Give it time. Give it time. Nigerian government, they are fond of, trying to say that and they've not done anything. They are being oppressed. And it's a shame that Lai Mohammed still goes about with that same card. Still playing that card in 2020. I beg. I beg your pardon. Lai Mohammed, fear God. In 2020, you are still lying about this whole thing. So it's very shameful. Indeed, very shameful. Anyway, guys, we'd like to hear your thoughts on what is going on. We'd like to hear your take. Don't forget to please like us. Please share, subscribe, click on the notification button so that you can always get all our latest news. Want to really appreciate you. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.